Dreaming of a 6-night getaway to paradise? Escape to the islands of Tahiti and Moorea with Air Tahiti Nui, the world's most immersive travel experience. This all-inclusive vacation package is designed to take you to a tropical haven, starting with non-stop flights from Los Angeles or Seattle to Tahiti. From the vibrant cabins to the warmth of our Polynesian crew, you will be transported to Tahiti from the moment you step on board. Your package includes luxurious hotel stays, ensuring that your experience is as comfortable as it is enchanting. Start each day with a delicious Polynesian breakfast, enjoy exciting excursions that showcase the beauty and culture of the islands, and take advantage of convenient transfers that make your trip seamless from start to finish. All of this begins at just $26.95 per person. Whether you're looking to explore crystal clear waters, unwind on pristine beaches, or immerse yourself in rich Polynesian culture, Tahiti and Moorea offer endless possibilities for both adventure and relaxation. Call 1-877-468-2448 now to book your Tahiti and Moorea escape.
Lovers wants to know, ever forget Valentine's Day in the past? Need to make up for it? Do it and them right this time with the perfect pleasure present from Lovers stores. Whether you're looking for spicy toys, alluring lingerie, or exciting accessories, Lovers has it all. Save 20% when you mention unforgettable at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow Rewards membership until February 28th. Some exclusions apply.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When that pipe starts to trickle and you're in a real pickle, call Pinky. When that burst pipe starts to smell ripe, call Pinky. When your water heater's shot and it won't get hot, call Pinky. When you get home to a flood, call your best bud. Pinky's Plumbing to the rescue. No job is too big or too small. Pinky's does it all. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens.
They're clucking.
Other animals. And action.
This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics. Happy Monday. Happy New Year. Can I say this? New Year, same for degenerates on the Daly Migs Show.
Damn straight.
I was almost feeling like I was going to have a panic attack last night trying to fall asleep because I was so excited, like a good panic attack.
Right. Like the first day of school kind of a thing.
Yeah. Like I kept checking the clock. Okay, now it's 10:45. Okay, I really need to fall asleep. But I was I was up until after 10:45. I could not sleep. I was so excited to see you guys today.
Yeah, I think we shut it down around like 9:15, but then... I don't know why, but my Ring Cam, like the neighborhood, they were just full of conversations at like 9:15, 9:45, 10 o'clock over the dumbest stuff. These people, I'm like, go to bed.
So your Ring Cam will pick up that much information?
No, it's also kind of like a social media page.
Oh, no.
So people will post stupid stuff, asking stupid questions, which is kind of fine at like 2 p.m. But then there are trolls that they like add to the fuel to the fire.
Oh,
for like the longest time, there was this running thing about helicopters in Puyallup, and like people were complaining about helicopters in Puyallup, and it got so obnoxious to where I almost deleted the Ring Cam app.
Oh no, you guys are wild.
It's crazy.
Wait, let's rewind a second. Taryn, did you actually think that he had a sensitivity set on his Ring Cam?
That's what I was wondering.
He was hearing chatter from his neighbors?
Yes, I was thinking maybe they were just on the curb waking Steve up.
Danny, I just need to know what's going on in the neighborhood. My sensitivity is at 100%. I was like, wow.
Well,
if you sneeze next door, my Ring Cam goes off. It's crazy.
Well, I'm glad everyone got a little bit of sleep last night.
Yes.
I'm glad we're back to it. Happy anniversary to the Daly Migs Show.
That's the crazy part. We made it a year.
We're going to start year 2 right now by informing the Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power.
So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daly Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMV is brought to you by Palace Lawn. This is maybe a tough thing to throw. Which is worse? It's today's National Weigh-In Day.
No, thank you.
Well, you know what? I got hit with like the worst sickness. I was sick for the entire 2 weeks. Like, this was the greatest thing for my diet. Like, I could not eat a damn thing. Like, if there was ever a good time for me to get sick, it's during the holidays where food is just in its abundance.
That is the opposite of what is typical.
And it's also National Divorce Day. I guess today's the day where people break up with people because it's like we got through the holidays. Now it's time to cut the cord.
Oh, no. Well, best of luck out there with your divorces and weigh-ins.
Some people ditch Netflix or Peacock. Other people ditch their wife or their husband. It's whatever you feel like doing. Sadly, we're not going to be able to watch the Seahawks in the playoffs. That was a rough couple of weeks just to kind of see how everything unfolded, where you had to just hope that other teams would win games in order for you to make the playoffs. Like, I'm rooting for like the Falcons of all things. I'm rooting for the Cardinals, and of course they let us down, and so did the Seahawks. But you know what? The season ended on a high note. They ended up beating the Rams 30-25, finishing with a 10-7 record, which is like a great record for a first-year coach, Mike McDonald. Geno Smith, he broke a bunch of records for him and the team, and he had 4 touchdowns. But he's all about the team. He's all about winning games, and here he is talking about the future of the Seahawks and how he feels like the team is going in the right direction.
I'm telling you, man, this team is heading in the right direction, man. This team is on its way, and that's with or without me. These guys...
I don't like hearing that. Stay, Geno, stay. I know some fans would say the opposite, but I like to see him around, maybe with a good offensive line. I don't know.
These guys in this locker room, these coaches, this organization, outstanding organization, and I believe in it. I believe the best of the best is going to happen for this team, and I just want to continue to fight with these guys.
Hell yeah, I'd like to see him stick around. Also, he said that he really wanted to win for everybody in the organization, and he included a random group of employees. I want you to try and guess. Who do you think he was trying to win for when it came to the Seahawks?
The trainers.
The trainers. Danny, who do you think?
The Daly Migs Show. Okay. 99.9 KISW.
I mean, we did do a couple of interviews with them. We built a relationship with the Seahawks, but I don't think we're employed by them just yet.
Dang it.
Sarah, who are you thinking?
The water boy.
All right, well, you might be the closest. Here's Gino talking about it.
I believe we got the right guys in this locker room. Personal stats aren't a big deal for me. I'm not out here chasing accolades. I want to win, and I want to win for the guys in that locker room. I want to win for our coaching staff. I want to win for our front office. All the people that work, our kitchen staff.
There you go, the kitchen staff.
Shout out to the kitchen staff.
And I bet they appreciate that. You're like, you know what? We make you guys pasta all the time, and you don't win all the games. It's about time somebody cared about us.
Well, speaking of the Seattle Seahawks, rookie Byron Murphy fell victim to the classic NFL initiation prank during the team's annual rookie dinner. Have you heard about this before?
So I know, like, every year they take the rookies out for dinner, and then the rookies have to pay, especially like the top draft pick guy, because he's the one that's got a little, he's got a couple dollars in the bank account.
So Byron Murphy gets presented with the fake receipt, which was over $155,000.
Wow. Where did they go to eat?
And
did they just go to Tiffany's and just eat diamonds?
Well, the actual bill was only $38,000, but they pranked him into thinking it was over $155,000, and the video was just amazing.
The audio is so great. They dropped the S-bomb so many times, and here's a little bit of a highlight from the moment that he thought that he was going to have to pay over $100,000. Oh no. Okay, finally someone didn't say OS. Someone said, oh no. Thank you. Appreciate you.
He has a $16 million contract. That is, kind of chump change.
I know. So, I think he made a couple dollars probably in college with the NIL. I don't know. I think he's going to be fine. And, never mind, I had an OnlyFans joke, but, we got past that. The FBI investigated it. Everything is okay. But he can afford plenty of OnlyFans subscriptions. That's all I'm trying to say out there. Hey, but you know what? Season's done for the Seahawks, but the playoffs continue. They wrapped up the season last night, the NFL, that is. The Detroit Lions, 31-9 over the Minnesota Vikings. Are we all rooting for the Lions?
That's who my son is rooting for. He is completely a Lions fan now.
All right, solidarity with Barrett. Let's go Lions.
He loves the Lions.
Who are you rooting for?
Have you... Wait, are the Vikings in it still or no?
Yes, of course they are.
Dude, have you seen their dance routines?
They do pretty good.
They're the best.
I like how she didn't know
the best.
If they were actually in or not.
But all she cares about is their routines. Their choreography is on point.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, I think, what are they taking on? I think the Rams now, right? I think that's what they have to travel over to Los Angeles to take on the Rams.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm going with the Lions. Hey, as far as weather, we're going to hit a high of 48 degrees. It's going to be sunny today. The DMD is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, and that's what's up.
Right before Christmas, Migs, I know you had to do the hardest thing a pet owner ever has to do.
The worst.
You had to say goodbye to your pup, Lulu.
I did.
So I'm curious about how Tatum handled all of this.
It led to a few awkward moments, including Tatum, but it also led to some people that saw this as a business opportunity.
Oh, boy.
Which was very weird. And then I also witnessed the world's most inappropriate T-shirt right after we had to put Lulu down, which actually brought some levity to the whole thing.
All right, we want to hear the whole story at 6:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, you sold that car yet?
Yeah, sold it to Carvana.
Oh, I thought you were selling to that guy.
The guy who wanted to pay me in foreign currency, no interest, over 36 months? Yeah, no. Carvana gave me an offer in minutes, picked it up, and paid me on the spot. It was so convenient.
Just like that.
Yeah?
No hassle.
None.
That is super convenient. Sell your car to Carvana and swap hassle for convenience. Pickup fees may apply.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL Limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Steve Migs, as a pet owner myself, I have been in the shoes that you were just walking in right before Christmas. And it's the worst ever. You had to put poor Lulu down, who lived a good long life.
Over 13 years. It was like pretty close to the anniversary of when we got her. She was just getting old. I mean, I've never, though, had to put a dog down. I've always, a dog has just naturally died or something. You know, it's just never been a situation where we had to go to a vet. Like, we've come close before, but then the dog passed before that. So, man, that movie Marley and Me is spot on. Like, I remember watching that movie and just like, you know, falling apart because you're a pet owner and it's tough to watch. And if you've never seen the movie, I suggest you don't because it's very depressing. But man, it is pretty much spot on for how that experience was like. It was just, but it was one of those things where we knew we had to take her. I took her in because she wasn't eating for a few weeks. Like, she was eating intermittently, but then like the last few days she wasn't eating at all. So I brought her to the vet and they did some blood work and then they called us with the terrible call being like, hey, her kidney's failing, and it's, you know, there's just no hope. I mean, she's just quality of life. It's time, and so, you know, we knew that it was coming. We just kind of hoping that it would happen naturally. So then I was just like, okay, we got to bring her to the vet. And you always heard those stories like you don't want to leave the dog there by herself, of course. No. And I'm like, so I'm hell bent. I'm like, I'm going in that room and I'm staying. I didn't realize my wife was also psyching herself up to do that as well. So she's like, so you stay in the lobby with Tatum. I'm like, no. I'm going in there. You stay in the lobby with Tatum. She's like, no, I'm going in there. Like, now we're arguing over this. And we realized, well, Tatum could come in too because Tatum was fine with everything. You know, she was happy that Lulu was going to go to heaven and be able to see and have teeth and be able to play and hang out with all the other puppies that have passed. So she had a good mindset for that. But it was still tough because then you get in there and then they really break it. Have you had to put...
Yes.
They go into detail of what they're going to do, and you're almost like, I don't know if I want to do this. You know? You're just like, this is harsh.
It's a couple of very difficult steps.
It is. Like, a part of me was like, I almost wanted to be like, hey, they were great. The people at the vet were awesome. But there was part of me that was just like, I don't need... Please don't give me the detailed process of what you're doing. I understand you have to do that. But then it's also weird because, like, while you're in the room... There's like advertisements for like, do you want to purchase this with like your paw print? Do you want to purchase this coffee mug? And I'm like, so I'm like trying not to laugh about that part.
Did they offer tattoos as well?
They might as well have. Like,
get on the table, Steve. We're going to give you your tattoo of the dog now.
At first, they're like, oh, my babe, they want to do a paw print. And my wife's looking at me like, you are the idiot that buys all the pictures of like, you know, when you go to like any kind of fair thing. Now I'm like, she's like, well, how much is that going to cost? And I didn't know that it was like, oh, it's like $40. She's like, no, we don't need the paw print. We're fine. Like, we have a Christmas ornament with Lulu's paw print.
Oh,
that's plenty. But You already have the paw prints.
When we had to put our dog down, I bought the biggest package you could buy. We got urns, decorative urns. We saved the hair. We got the paw print, the nose print. We did the whole thing, Steve.
In life and death, I am a sucker for a commemorative moment, apparently.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But so the tough part for me, and I want to share this, and look, at the end of the day, like, this is not like, it's kind of cheesy, but I feel like whenever I share this story with other dads, and I'm sure moms experience this as well, but for me, my experience has been with dads, like a light bulb goes off, like, oh crap, you went through this as well. The reason why this was so hard for me, and like, Lulu I had such a strong bond with, was during the first couple of years that we had Tatum, I was just not important. I mean, as much as like, not woe is me kind of a thing, but at the end of the day, kid doesn't know empathy. She's a child. She just wants her mom. Her mom's got everything that she needs, which is the boob. And then, mom is busy trying to be a mom. So like, I kind of fell to the wayside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't matter. And it's hard on you psychologically, as much as like I try to like be cool about it. But at times it would bum me out. I'm like, man, I had all these like, when I thought we were going to be parents, I'd come home through the door and everyone would be like, Daddy's home. And that didn't happen. None of that happened. And, like, it gets to you a little psychologically. Sure. It's not the end of the world. But Lulu was like that constant for me. Like, when I would come home and I would like have to deal with not being important, Lulu thought I was the most important thing in the world. She was excited still. Even when she lost her vision, she would have to hit a couple walls before she got to me. But eventually she would get to me and be excited. So, like, that was tough for me. And I was like kind of like trying to cope with that. Like, it kind of reminded me of like the first couple of years of being a parent was kind of awful. I mean, obviously now it's fantastic, and I'm happy I went through all that. It makes me appreciate what I have and all that great stuff. But man, I have to say though, it was a full circle moment because Lulu was kind of like there for me when my child didn't have any kind of empathy for me at all. And of course, thanks to Facebook memories, you get those freaking reminders of like your dog. And I just started a couple days after she passed. I was like just really sad, and I was like looking at pictures and I'm crying. And Tatum walks up to me and just kind of like puts her arm around me and goes, "It's gonna be okay, Daddy." And I'm like, "You have empathy! Finally, we got the moment. This is what I've been waiting for. It's here."
It's here.
Here's the best part. I'm trying to find like levity throughout a crappy time. Obviously this was a crappy time. But we put her down, and we're like, okay, well, we got to go somewhere to feel alive. Like, and what better place to go than the Puyallup Walmart?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So right after we put her down, we're like, let's go get Tatum a toy. Like, kind of like, let's pick up everyone's spirits. We're walking around the toy section of the Puyallup Walmart, which if you've never been to is an experience in itself. And I'm specifically the Puyallup one. Like, we will purposely go to the Bonnie Lake Walmart because that one's pretty awesome. The Puyallup one is interesting. And boy, did they not disappoint. As we're looking for a toy, a guy walks up right next to me. He didn't say hi or anything like that, but he's looking for a toy as well. And I look at his T-shirt, and I'm like, I did not just see what I think I just saw. And I had to unfollow him so I could see the T-shirt again. I kid you not. This man made my day because he was wearing the most inappropriate T-shirt I've ever seen in my life. The T-shirt, black T-shirt, white letters, so right up my alley. Eating, P-word, cures depression.
Yeah!
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's a prophet.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell is happening right now? And he looked like he was very happy to be wearing that T-shirt. I was like, thank you. Welcome to Puyallup Walmart.
I need to get George that T-shirt.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. And then also the weirdest thing was how many people were trying to sell me dogs. As soon as I made the post on my Facebook, I had some people that were like trying to offer me a dog for free, which I thought was nice. But I'm like, this is not the right time. Like, I'm kind of mourning the loss of our dog.
Sure, it takes a minute.
But there were people trying to sell me more than 4. I believe I had 5 people hit me up and like, hey, we have a litter, blah, 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 X amount of dollars. I'm like, I'm good, but thanks for thinking of me.
Well, they're probably thinking of Tatum because Tatum is ready immediately for another dog.
Oh, yeah. She's already picked out the name.
What?
Oh, yeah. Cinnamon.
Okay.
Boy dog.
Oh.
We were in the vet's office while they were explaining everything, and I'm holding Lulu. I'm talking to Lulu the whole time because she's blind, so she can't see us. So, they always say you want your dog to be able to see the parents, before they pass. Like, you want to make sure that that's the last thing they see before they leave and cross the Rainbow Bridge. But of course she can't see, so I'm talking like an idiot. Like, Daddy loves you so much. Blah, blah. Like, I want her to know that she hears my voice the whole time. And while I'm doing that, there's Tatum in the background going, when Lulu dies, can we get our new puppy?
Here, Cinnamon. Here, Cinnamon.
It's like looking at the poor vet people. I'm like, I swear she's broken up about this. I promise you.
Well, R.I.P. Lulu.
Oh, the best dog ever.
I'm glad I actually got to meet her and give her a little pat.
You got to see her stare at a wall for a couple of hours at my daughter's birthday party. It was pretty awesome.
Well, we had a couple weeks off, and we have missed you, Rockaholics, so much, and we want to talk to you. 206-803-ROCK. We're asking that you give us a call now because we have a very simple question, and it is the perfect question to ring in the new year. 206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Ozzy Osbourne.
The Daly Migs Show.
The top New Year's resolutions for 2025 were revealed through a survey of about 1,000 people.
Okay.
This is the news report from a Chicago news station, WGN, sharing what topped the list of resolutions.
It's the top 7 New Year's resolutions for 2025. Are you guys willing to play along?
Are we guessing what other people have said?
Yeah, a group of 1,000 people were surveyed, and here are the top 7 New Year's resolutions for 2025. You want to give me your first guess? Lose weight. That's right, Robin. That's number 4. Okay. 15%. Dan, your turn.
Okay, cut down social media.
You suck. That did not make it into the top.
Wow.
I mean, you could just say he's wrong. Damn, Chicago hits a little different with their newscasts.
That did not make it into the top 8. That's 1 against you. All right, Robin, your turn.
Save money.
Save money. That's the number 1 answer, Robin.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I suck at that as it is. I have a very realistic expectations, and saving money is definitely not on there.
New year, new you? No?
Nope. Same broke Steve.
Well, some of the other resolutions were spending more time with loved ones, quitting smoking. So this leads us to want to ask our first simple question of 2025. And we will start with Jeff from Puyallup. Jeff, do you make a New Year's resolution? And if yes, what is it?
When I think about it, no, I don't anymore. But when I used to, it was to exercise more. But now my wife and I do exercise regularly. Shout out to Northwest Fit Co. in Puyallup.
Yeah, let's represent good people over there.
So I don't have to make that resolution anymore, right? I'm already doing it.
You're doing it. It worked. It stuck. Rock on, Jeff. Happy New Year. Justin from Ferndale, same simple question to you. Do you make a New Year's resolution?
Hell no.
Now, what's the reason for no?
Have you ever tried?
So I used to, like, a long time ago, and I have, like, not stuck with a single one of them over the years. It was stuff like, get in better shape, do that, then my ADD takes over, and it's like, ooh, squirrel, and then nope, it all goes bye-bye. But no, I kind of just like take life as it is and try to keep going. I mean, I have like personal goals. Like
Did you just drop an F-bomb? Was that our first F-bomb of the new year? And it was a very sneaky F-bomb, too.
It was, maybe.
I wasn't expecting it, and he just kind of casually threw it out there. I like that. He felt so comfortable with us that he could drop the F-word.
Well, the listeners took 2 weeks off, too.
Yes.
So I get it.
Thankfully, our dump button still works. So, boy, that would be a quick year 2 for us.
Are you doing any New Year's resolutions?
I've never been that person, but I actually did think of doing one, and I kind of already failed it.
Oh, what is it?
I was like, you know what? I don't want to be just wearing, I want to dress nicer. I don't want to wear black T-shirts with white writing on them all the time. So maybe I'm going to like make it a point to like actually purchase some clothes that like I'd be comfortable wearing on a day-to-day basis, not just for when like I have to dress up for something fancy. So I go on a certain store, and I go on their app, and I picked out a bunch of shirts, and it said, first time buying it, you get 15% off.
Oh.
So I plugged in the code, and it said the code didn't work, and I got pissed off, and I deleted the app, and I never bought the shirts.
Oh, no. Well, there's always next year, Steve.
I'm going to start working on that right now. What about you?
I think it's mostly just do a little more exercising, not just my farm chores. Like, I want to get out and ride my bike more. I'd like to get back into yoga, and I want to drink less alcohol.
I like how you both laugh at that immediately.
There's not a chance in hell. She won't even make it till Wednesday before having at least one glass of wine.
I will say that was my favorite meme that I saw over, like, it was January 2nd. And it was like, shout out to everyone who already put their New Year's resolutions to, I'll start on Monday.
Right? Who's going to start on a Thursday? That's just cruel.
I always think dry January is like the worst. Like, that's torture. After everything that everybody had to go through with the holidays, like, of course people are going to want to have a drink.
I have dry January. My birthday's in January, so I don't do dry January. It's never
smart.
happening.
Very smart. Danny, do you have a resolution? Are you that guy?
Not really. I mean, I started working out like pretty hardcore in December. So at that point, I was like, hardcore. Yeah, I'm gonna
hardcore fitness.
I'm going to have abs by, no, I don't know. But like beyond that, not really. I always do dry January. So I did start on New Year's. Well, my last drink was the champagne toast at midnight.
Wait, we got Taryn's 40th birthday this month.
I'm not doing it. Sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm dry January.
So you're not going?
I'll be there. I'm not going to drink.
He's going to be our sober brother.
Yeah. I'll be the DD for you guys. Actually, no, you know what? I don't want to do that either.
All right, Sarah, what about you?
I always try to make New Year's resolutions. I mean, of course, the whole like eating healthier, exercising, but I
love how we all say that like it's like we know that's not going to happen.
Listen, I made a whole chart. Okay, I'm working on it.
What is the chart of?
The chart is for me and my husband. I printed out each calendar, and every time we work out, we get a sticker. Oh and yes, we're children. We're children. It can be any sticker you want, Danny. And if we get 4 in a week, so that's 16 in a month, then we get to treat ourselves and go to dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but I also would really kind of like to learn sort of how to cook a little bit. Maybe boil pasta or make pasta at least. Boil water without almost setting the house on fire. Because that did happen.
Please make sure when you start to try and learn how to do this that you video it for our entertainment.
We did have some mutual friends go over to her house and I heard that she had trouble with the pizzas and warming them up in the oven. And she had to call her husband over to help with the oven.
So is this like a hereditary? Is it genetics? Because I feel like your dad had the same problems.
Yes, I think so. It's hard preheating our oven and,
If only it had a button that said preheat.
Listen, that's why we got George. So I'd like to learn how to do that stuff.
Rockaholics, I know that for one of you out there, your New Year's resolution is to beat Steve, to beat Migs.
Let's
and
go.
We're starting fresh in 2025. This is crazy. 0 wins, 0 losses, 0 ties.
Clean slate. Game
slate.
1 of the season.
206-803 Rock. We will play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/confluence. That's ATLASSIAN.com/CONFLUENCE.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
This podcast is brought to you by Kleenex Lotion Tissues,
You can't predict sick days, but with Kleenex lotion tissues, you can be better prepared for them while helping keep your skin healthy. Whether it's a surprise sneeze or a stuffy nose, it's always good to have something gentle on hand. Kleenex lotion tissues moisturize to help prevent skin irritation while you're battling those unwanted cold and flu symptoms. It's extra care when you need it most. I mean, why not have one less thing to worry about when you're not feeling your best? For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Dreaming of a 6-night getaway to paradise? Escape to the islands of Tahiti and Moorea with Air Tahiti Nui, the world's most immersive travel experience. This all-inclusive vacation package is designed to take you to a tropical haven, starting with nonstop flights from Los Angeles or Seattle to Tahiti. From the vibrant cabins to the warmth of our Polynesian crew, you will be transported to Tahiti from the moment you step on board. Your package includes luxurious hotel stays, ensuring that your experience is as comfortable as it is enchanting. Start each day with a delicious Polynesian breakfast. Enjoy exciting excursions that showcase the beauty and culture of the islands, and take advantage of convenient transfers that make your trip seamless from start to finish. All of this begins at just $26.95 per person. Whether you're looking to explore crystal clear waters, unwind on pristine beaches, or immerse yourself in rich Polynesian culture, Tahiti and Moorea offer endless possibilities for both adventure and relaxation. Call 1-877-468-2448 now to book your Tahiti and Moorea escape.
Lovers wants to know, ever forget Valentine's Day in the past? Need to make up for it? Do it and them right this time with the perfect pleasure present from Lovers stores. Whether you're looking for spicy toys, alluring lingerie, or exciting accessories, Lovers has it all. Save 20% when you mention unforgettable at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow Rewards membership until February 28th. Some exclusions apply.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Slow drain being a pain? Call Pinky. That pipe's being a little leaky? Call Pinky. When the toilet won't flush and you're in a rush? Call Pinky. When your shower lost all its spray power? Call Pinky. When your sink's on the blink? Call Pinky. Pinky's Plumbing promises to lick all your plumbing problems quick. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Matt from Ianville is. Matt, are you there?
I am.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Matt has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am.
When it comes to relationships, what does PDA stand for?
Public display of affection.
Correct. The U.S. president is always inaugurated in which month of the year?
January.
Yes. Who performed during the Texans-Ravens halftime show on Christmas Day?
Pass.
Who played Raymond in the 80s movie Rain Man?
Pass.
Which herb shares its name with a place where coins are made?
Oh. Pass.
What band had the 2000 hit song The Pretender?
Pass.
Which state produces the most beef?
Beef, Nebraska?
No.
Oklahoma?
No.
Texas?
Yes. Which gas is the most abundant in the Earth's atmosphere?
Nitrogen?
Correct. What is the first name of the main female character in Peter Pan?
Is it Tinkerbell?
No.
Pass.
What main color is Lightning McQueen in the movie Cars?
Red, green, blue?
Red, yes. Matt, with that, you got 5 correct, which is exactly half because I got to all 10 questions.
Yeah.
So a solid 50% to start off 25.
And he passed when he didn't know.
Yes.
Moved through it the right way.
Rather than guessing stupid things or something. So he played well. Steve.
Yes.
Are you going to get a win?
I hope so.
The first game of 2025?
Yes.
When it comes to relationships, what does PDA stand for?
Public display of affection.
Yes. The U.S. president is always inaugurated in which month of the year?
January.
Correct. Who performed during the Texans-Ravens halftime show on Christmas Day?
Oh, I watched it, and I watched people lose their mind about it. It was Beyonce, right?
It was, and it was amazing.
Is she still performing? I feel like it's still going on.
Hey, don't hate. Who played Raymond in the 80s movie Rain Man?
Dustin Hoffman.
Yes.
Definitely Dustin Hoffman.
Which herb shares its name with a place where coins are made?
Herb?
Yes. Herb
Alexander. Basil?
No.
Thyme?
No. What band had the 2000 hit song The Pretender?
Foo Fighters.
Correct. Which state produces the most beef?
Washington, eh?
No.
Sorry. Texas?
No. Wow, yes. Which gas is most abundant in the Earth's atmosphere?
Oh, crap. I always tell myself I'm going to remember these, and I never do. That should be my resolution.
This should be.
Butane?
No.
Methane?
No.
Carbon dioxide?
No. Wow. Steve, you got 6 correct somehow, which is a win, 6-5.
Let's go.
Matt, so close.
So close. Get you next time, Steve.
All right, man. Have a great day.
Wow.
What can I do? You win again.
If only Matt knew that Beyonce had that amazing performance, he would have
It's so
tied
crazy
you.
that the performance happened, and then they put it on Netflix as its own special.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently it was like got crazy amounts of streams that way, too.
Because you just wanted to rewatch it and rewatch it. It was like a Super Bowl halftime performance.
It was too much.
It was definitely too much.
I mean, and I didn't hate it. Like, I know some people hated it. I had no problem with it. It just was like, okay, are we just going to hear every song she's ever recorded performed live right now?
She came in on a horse. Like, what is happening?
Cowboy Carter, baby.
Which herb shares its name with a place where coins are made?
Mint.
Yes. You could. It was really hard for you to even find an herb.
I was just trying to think of any herb.
You tried. The gas most abundant, Matt got this correct. It's nitrogen. 2 you didn't get to. What is the first name of the main female character in Peter Pan?
Tinkerbell?
No, I will not accept Tinkerbell.
It's Wendy, right?
It's Wendy. And what is the main color is Lightning McQueen in the movie Cars?
Red?
Yes.
Yeah.
Barrett got a Lightning McQueen remote control car for Christmas.
For real?
Racing around our house all day, every day. I don't know why we gifted him that.
Is he just crashing it into everything?
Into everything. It's horrible. Scaring the dogs. Well, some of us, while we were off, enjoyed some movies. And one member saw a movie in theaters that is 25 years old. Another member saw a movie that made them cry. And Migs, I understand you and Sid actually were able to watch a movie at home successfully. You stayed awake until the end of the film.
This might be the first in forever that both my wife and I stayed awake the entire movie. I couldn't believe it.
We're going to tell you all about our movies after 3 days grace.
The Daily Migs Show.
Well, we had a couple of weeks off there, but we are back.
Yes.
However,
it's good to be back.
It's great to be back. But I like that we all kind of caught up on some shows. We got to watch some movies. And Migs, you took your daughter to the theater.
We took her to the theater because she mentioned how she wanted to go see a movie in the theaters. We're like, well, what movie are we going to go see in the movie theaters? You know, because we're still at the age where we're not sure what is appropriate and what's not. So a lot of times we'll watch things, especially a movie that she hasn't seen. Mm-hmm. Let's watch it first before we take her. And I don't want to go to a theater and watch a movie just to make sure it's okay for her. So we're just jokingly looking through what's available to see. And boom, what's on there?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
The Jim Carrey Grinch movie was being shown in movie theaters. Did not realize this until we were just randomly looking through movie listings, and it was still showing on January 1st. And we were finally starting to feel normal again. So we're like, let's go. It's at South Center. And so I'm like, all right, well, let's hurry up and buy tickets. I'm thinking, well, it's going to be hard to find a ticket. You know, you never know. It's shocking spoiler alert. Not a single ticket was sold for How the Grinch Stole Christmas on January 1st.
So it was just the three of you in the theater?
Well, I thought, okay, well, someone's going to eventually buy a ticket. It's at noon. I'm thinking, okay, we got the matinee deal and all that. We walk into the theater, and we are the only 3 people in the entire theater for the movie. It was awesome.
Did you hoot and holler and be loud because of that?
Well, we were able to, Tatum.
Sing along?
We didn't have to worry. No, we didn't do any singing along. But we didn't have to worry about telling Tatum, hey, chill out. There's other people in here. One thing I got to say, and not that I didn't want to become a Karen. I didn't do this, but I came pretty close. I almost wanted to walk up to the theater, like the info desk, and be like, hey, can you lower the volume? There's just 3 of us in this theater. Wow. And it was freaking loud. Like, at first, Tatum's got her fingers in her ears. It was that loud. Eventually, like, she warmed up to it. It was fine. Like, it was okay. But I was just like, this is like, I would never think to ask to lower the movie volume if there was like even one other person in the theater. I'm like, it's just the 3 of us. Can you think it's weird if I was hoping someone would walk into the theater to check on us, but nobody did. It was just like we were just left to our own devices. Tatum wanted to try every seat in the theater, so we're just bouncing around, which kept me awake because I'm like, this is like the billionth time I've watched this movie. Now I'm stuck in a theater watching it.
Well, she loved it, though?
Oh, she had the best time. Ate popcorn. So awesome. It was a good time.
Danny, you hit the theater, too. Is that right?
Finally got to see Wicked, guys. Wow, you got really excited for me.
Did you hear the response there?
You've been trying to get Sarah to go see Wicked with you, like right before we went on vacation, and she kept finding other reasons not to go.
Let me clarify. She is the one that brought this up originally and was like, well, I guess we should go see Wicked. So then, of course, I'm trying to make it happen because I am a huge musical fan. I'm a huge Wicked fan. Wanted to go see it, and somebody over there could not find the time for me.
I did find better things to do, Steve, which was literally anything.
Oh, I was hoping that you would say that you did see it while Danny was gone. I thought that would have been hilarious.
You know what was awesome though is that like I got to see it with Lily, and she is beginning to be the biggest musical fan. She's seen Hamilton. She's seen like all these musicals that I'm like I haven't even seen. So it was really cool to be able to go see Wicked with her. And she had seen it before, but she's like, Dad, don't worry, I won't spoil anything for you. And I was like, cool. So we got to go see the movie in the theaters. I did cry. It was amazing.
It was like a sad scene. Like, did they have to put a dog down? Like, was
no, there wasn't a dog
just like
down.
Something so epic that just like kind of brought tears to your eyes.
It was kind of a mixture of the both because I've seen the play so many times and like actually seeing it on the big screen because this has been so long in the making and just hearing some of the songs just made me tear up. But then it's also there are some sad parts in the movie of just like friendship and stuff. And Lily just looks over at me. She goes, Dad, you're tearing up. And I was like, I know.
Pull it together, Dad.
Quit being a wuss, Dad.
The greatest part about it is then we went home, and of course, on January 1st, it comes out on demand.
That was crazy. I saw that.
So we got to rent it again, and we watched it all over again next to the fireside at home.
What does it cost to rent Wicked?
It's like $20. But my mom got to watch it too.
That's cool.
My mom can't sit in the theater for 3 hours, so she got to watch it from her recliner. We got to pause it, go to the bathroom. So it was like kind of cool, actually, for 3 of us to see it. It was only $20.
Nice.
Stupid question.
Hi.
About Wicked.
Yeah.
Is it an origin story about the bad witch?
Yes, kind of.
Is she cool until like what? Like, does it tell you like how she becomes a bitch or something like that, or like is it just like a happy film of her being nice and green?
So it's the other side of. So it's like you see the Wizard of Oz back in the 40s, whenever it came out, and you think she's just this terrible person, but they gives you the backstory and tells you why she became wicked or perceived wicked. She's actually not bad.
Oh, it's one of those things.
Steve, I think we got to go see this now.
Can you start it on the third lion's roar at the beginning and take mushrooms and enjoy this movie?
You probably and play Pink Floyd.
Let's go.
Rockaholics, we want to.
And real quick, as I mentioned, my wife and I watched Bad Boys Part, whatever it is, the one on Netflix. It's Ride or Die, the new one.
Was it good?
Freaking awesome.
It's the same cast?
Yeah, I don't know. I realize I've only watched the first Bad Boys. We haven't seen Part 2 or Part 3, and we just jumped right into Part 4, and it was great.
I feel like they always have great soundtracks. Was it a good soundtrack?
It was awesome. Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, they're hilarious together. It was just a fun, dumb action movie, and it kept us awake even though we were exhausted. Both of us were like, that was a lot of fun. Great action scenes.
Nice. All right. I got some movies to watch now.
10 out of 10 recommend it.
So, Rockaholics, we want to know what you did for New Year's. 206-803-ROCK. And we do have a very strong feeling that most of us on this show are going to see eye to eye on what made a very good New Year's Eve celebration.
Or are we? Because I feel like there's a certain member that is very judgy.
Oh.
Who's that?
Danny, of course.
One of life's great mysteries. Who it could be. We're going to chat about this at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, you sold that car yet?
Yeah, sold it to Carvana.
Oh, I thought you were selling to that guy.
The guy who wanted to pay me in foreign currency, no interest, over 36 months? Yeah, no. Carvana gave me an offer in minutes, picked it up, and paid me on the spot. It was so convenient.
Just like that.
Yeah?
No hassle.
None.
That is super convenient.
Sell your car to Carvana and swap hassle for convenience. Pickup fees may apply.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL Limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
We are back from holiday vacation, and we missed everyone. We're catching up with you, Rockaholics, and we want to know, how was your New Year's Eve celebration? What did you do?
I feel like everybody on the show celebrated in different ways.
We sure did.
Yes.
206-803-ROCK. Rick from Eatonville, yours involved some side-by-siding.
Hell yes, it did. It was a great time.
Can I ask a stupid question? What is side-by-siding?
It's basically an overgrown sized quad where your partner sits next to you instead of behind you.
Awesome.
And where did you do your side-by-siding?
We went up on High Rock, right by Mount Rainier. It's on the side of Mount Rainier.
So how many people did you have? A whole crew, like a family thing, a friends thing? Like was this like a big get together, or how did it all work out for you?
It was started out with 7 of us going as friends, all in our side-by-sides. Ended up being 11 by the time we got to the top.
Okay, that's really cool. That's a great way to ring in the new year.
Yes, it is. It was my ride or die. I couldn't believe she did some of the stuff we went through, but we had a blast. Nice. And we got to see about 4 feet of snow.
Wait, so you said I couldn't believe what she went and like, was there just moments of like, oh crap, we could get hurt doing this?
Oh, you can roll pretty easy, but you know they're pretty capable machines, and they go pretty much anywhere you want to go.
Yeah, that'd be a real bummer on a New Year's celebration if you broke like your significant other's neck while trying to like. That's a bad way to ring in 2025. You don't want to do that.
206-803-ROCK. Tell us what you did for New Year's Eve. What did you guys end up doing, Steve?
Well, we were still kind of recovering from the world's worst sickness. It was just like I ended up having a lung infection. Ugh. Like soon after Christmas, I found out I thought I had pneumonia. Went to the urgent care and found out that I had a lung infection. And apparently, a lot of people were dealing with like coughing issues and things along those lines. So it was kind of a rough one. Not that we had plans to do anything anyway, but we did our usual thing of just sitting on the couch, watching all the East Coast feeds, like the Dick Clark. I DVR them all. That way I could kind of bounce around from like the Nashville one to the Dick Clark one to whatever other one. And we just did that. And I'm probably going to piss off Sarah because we were in bed by like 10 o'clock.
Oh, no. She hates it.
I was going to ask, did you watch the East Coast time, but then did you stay up and watch?
Oh, no. I don't remember the last time that I think maybe we were still dating was the last time that we were up at midnight on New Year's Eve.
What? That is so
I think we saw the Presidents of the USA at the Paramount Theater for a New Year's Eve. That might have been the last time we went out and did anything, and we're up. Oh,
that's terrible.
Did you DVR the Space Needle fireworks show?
I did.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Did you love it? Oh my gosh! I loved it.
I saw you posted something where you said that you thought it was the best one. I'm like, what? Oh, did we watch the same thing? It was better than past ones. Like at least they finally used like a high definition camera, so it wasn't just like smoky. In the past, they used to show the fireworks thing, and it would get so smoky. Like, what are we watching? So fireworks were fine. The drone show was stupid.
The drone show was not the most exciting drone show, but the fireworks were amazing.
The fireworks were good. The music selection was annoying. I'm sorry.
You know what? I do agree with you.
I did like that they had Stone Temple Pilots.
They did.
That was cool.
But it was kind of an odd playlist. There wasn't really like any cohesion there.
But the drone thing, I get what they're trying to do, but it felt like remember when you would play video games like the 8-bit games? It was like that kind of quality. I'm like, one day this will be awesome. 2025 is not that day.
Oh, no.
But also, I feel like you kind of miss the whole, like, oh, you're actually ringing in the new year watching it when you record it and watch it the next day. Like, there's not that special.
Oh, I'll be honest. I watched the fireworks yesterday for the Space Needle. Just because I saw Taryn posted about how awesome she thought it was. I'm like, well, I haven't watched it yet. I should probably check it out. I'm like, what the hell is she watching? Did we watch the same thing?
The fireworks designer, the show designer, what is his name? Alberto Navarro, I want to say.
I don't know.
Of course.
Taryn. He's been doing it for 30 years.
Come on, Sarah. How uncultured are you? You don't know Roberto Navarro.
Oh, yes. I love his work.
This was his 30th and final fireworks show for the Space Needle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
Is he...
He's like retiring from being the guy.
Again, the fireworks were great. I bet they were really awesome if you were there. I just was like... it's...
Also, the fact that it was clear weather, that helped to be able to see.
Danny, did you do anything?
No, actually, you know what?
Were you up at midnight?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Thank you.
But here's the problem, though. I legit saw Sarah's stupid post from earlier in the day, and I almost went to bed at 10 just to spite her. Because I was like, no one cares about New Year's, Sarah. No one.
See, I stood up till 10:30. Usually I'm in bed by 9:30, just for you.
Wow, thank you.
I almost texted you ladies, because Danny, I'm not leaving you out, but I know how much you guys love Lenny Kravitz. He was one of the performers, and he sounded great.
My mom, who was 73 years old, was watching this performance, and she's like, when was the last time Lenny Kravitz was relevant?
Wow, Mama V.
And I was like, you have a point. It was like 1999.
Bro, I was just happy to see a rock band. And you're right. Maybe he hasn't been relevant since 1999. He hasn't looked different since 1999, including his band. Yeah. The same, his guitarist with the big hair. Yeah. He looked the same. The drummer, she still looks the same. I'm like, do they just freeze themselves when they don't perform? It's incredible how good they all look.
There's no reinvention of the style.
So, Sarah, apparently you stayed up past midnight.
Yes, of course. I stayed up till midnight because I literally hate everyone who... It's really not that hard. You have one job to stay up till midnight. But I went to a house party, and unfortunately, everybody doesn't have that same mindset. And literally, when I walked in, a couple... It was 7:30, and they said, well, it's New Year's in Japan already. And left.
I love that.
My God.
Yes. And then, of course, they gather around the TV at 9 o'clock to watch New York, and they're all like kissing each other like it's our New Year's. And I'm like, what is happening? We live on the West Coast, people. So,
Sarah, we did not do that at the party I threw. We waited until proper midnight, and everyone stayed up.
Did
and
Barrett
no one
stay
left
up?
early. No, but he did get up at some point and was like sitting in the hallway, and we were like, "Get back to bed."
This is a party for adults only.
You
Next
are not
time-
going to watch the ball drop.
Let Sarah watch Barry. She'll keep him up all night.
Oh, yeah.
And he just wanted to get up to celebrate the New York New Year's.
Oh, my God.
And the regular ones. It doesn't matter your age. Everyone should stay up till midnight on New Year's.
Also, it was raining in New York. Did you see any of the video of that? I will never ever understand why people want to sit through that.
I do.
I know
so
you do.
bad. And then I watched a video where a guy was handing out adult diapers, and I was like, "See, you can even get an adult diaper for free if you
don't want to lose your spot."
Again, with my mom, she is apparently Sarah in a 73-year-old body, because she was like, I just want to go there one day. And I was like, Mom, I was like, you have to stand out there for hours
in the cold.
And she was like, oh.
Raining.
You know what? I don't want to do that anymore.
Dang it, I thought I found someone to go with me.
No. And also, handing out the adult diapers seems kind of odd, because I understand the reason why they are, so that way you don't have to go take a bathroom break. But at that point, you're already there. So now you have to drop your pants and put the diaper on. It's still kind of weird.
Really quick. Just do a real quick outfit change.
You got to do what you got to do, okay?
Well, speaking of New Year's, on one of the New Year's Eve shows on TV, the hosts were caught off guard when one of their guests announced that they were on acid.
I should have done that when watching the New Year's Eve fireworks show.
You're going to hear what happened after White Stripes.
The Daily Migs Show.
There were plenty of New Year's Eve specials to check out on the holiday, and one of them happened on CNN.
Oh, yes.
That's where Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper were leading the charge.
Now, aren't they in the past that they've been known for having a couple too many drinks?
Yes.
And kind of going viral because they had a couple too many drinks?
Yes.
Okay.
And they ended up having Diplo on as a guest, where he confessed to what he was on while chatting with the guys.
What's the most conventional place that you've done LSD?
What?
Is that just a random question that we just throw out there? Can we start asking Seahawks players that question when we interview them? Hey, Jake Bobo, great touchdown in the game. What's the most unconventional place that you've done LSD? Right now?
Right now?
Just on a helicopter on the way.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Please. Oh my God. Hold on.
The funny part is, like, if you watch the video, Diplo just looks so chill.
He does.
Like, and because he's not in the same room as those two. Like, he's in another spot and about to do like a DJ set.
Oh.
Please tell me.
I'm not even lying.
You're tripping right now?
Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
But it's like a light.
Okay.
It's like a light trip. I love his response. I mean, his response answered that question for you. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a light trip. Maybe it's a microdose. Who knows?
It feels like that's the thing.
Is microdosing?
Microdosing.
That's
I feel
the
like
way.
I feel like that's what Diplo does.
You don't think he macrodoses?
I mean, I'm sure he does that as well. As it gets closer to midnight, maybe he like ups the ante a little bit.
Sure.
I just saw an article because, like, I mean, not. It's 2025. I know for many years people now have been doing the microdosing, but it seems to be becoming more and more like prevalent and more popular to talk about and like share. People are just so willing to like be like, oh yeah, I microdose at work, or I do it here, or I do it there. But I still, how do you feel about this? So I saw an article about Evan Dando. Do you know who he is? He was in the Lemonheads.
Okay.
It's a shame about Ray. You know that song?
That's a banger.
Yeah, it's a real upbeat.
Real toe tapper.
Sorry, you'd love it.
Oh, I bet it sounds wonderful.
Also did a cover of Mrs. Robinson. That was a good cover.
Nice.
Cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
And the article's headline said Evan Dando, because he had a massive issues. Like, he seemed like he was going to be like the next it guy. Like, he was like attractive, had a good voice. Women loved him. He had the long hair. He was on the cover of magazines. And then he just got hooked on drugs and things went down like a dark path. But the article says Evan Dando, now sober, aside from LSD, announces a release date for his memoir. And then all these articles talk about how he's sober now, except that he does LSD. And I'm like, I mean, he's not really sober then.
Well, and I think there's people that say, like my husband says he's alcohol free. He doesn't call himself sober.
He's kind of like me when I say I'm a plant-based weirdo because I'm like, well, I don't want to be Mr. I'm vegan and God forbid there's butter in something I eat and people are going to be like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would, because there's also like California sober. I guess that's kind of the same as California sober. I mean, California sober is like I don't drink, I just do the other stuff.
So is it microdosing means that you could still say you're sober, or like if he's like going full on hallucinating, is he still sober?
I think he needs to get a different term than sober. I think that's not fair to the people who are actually sober.
It's always, I don't know why, it's always like kind of not rub me the wrong way where I'm like mad at somebody, but I'll have like buddies be like, I'm 15 years sober on like their Facebook post. And I'm like, you smoke pot every 15 minutes. What are you talking about?
California sober.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, good on you. Like, I'm not saying like I'm not like pooping all over your parade, like in a sense of like, that's awesome that you're staying away from alcohol. Yeah. But maybe we do need, like your husband uses, like maybe we need a different term for it.
Yeah, alcohol-free, California sober.
I'm sober. I'm just high on acid right now.
You know what's super impressive? Steve Migs is undefeated this year in Beat Migs.
Yes.
That said, you've only played once.
I microdosed when I played the game. I did really good.
Steve has a record of 1 win, no losses, and no ties in 2025. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/Confluence. That's ATLASSIAN.com/CONFLUENCE.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
This podcast is brought to you by Kleenex Lotion Tissues. You can't predict sick days, but with Kleenex Lotion Tissues, you can be better prepared for them while helping keep your skin healthy. Whether it's a surprise sneeze or a stuffy nose, it's always good to have something gentle on hand. Kleenex Lotion Tissues moisturize to help prevent skin irritation while you're battling those unwanted cold and flu symptoms. It's extra care when you need it most. I mean, why not have one less thing to worry about when you're not feeling your best? For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Dreaming of a 6-night getaway to paradise? Escape to the islands of Tahiti and Moorea with Air Tahiti Nui, the world's most immersive travel experience. This all-inclusive vacation package is designed to take you to a tropical haven, starting with non-stop flights from Los Angeles or Seattle to Tahiti. From the vibrant cabins to the warmth of our Polynesian crew, you will be transported to Tahiti from the moment you step on board. Your package includes luxurious hotel stays, ensuring that your experience is as comfortable as it is enchanting. Start each day with a delicious Polynesian breakfast, enjoy exciting excursions that showcase the beauty and culture of the islands, and take advantage of convenient transfers that make your trip seamless from start to finish. All of this begins at just $26.95 per person. Whether you're looking to explore crystal clear waters, unwind on pristine beaches, or immerse yourself in rich Polynesian culture, Tahiti and Moorea offer endless possibilities for both adventure and relaxation. Call 1-877-468-2448 now to book your Tahiti and Moorea escape.
Lovers wants to know, ever forget Valentine's Day in the past? Need to make up for it? Do it and them right this time with the perfect pleasure present from Lovers stores. Whether you're looking for spicy toys, alluring lingerie, or exciting accessories, Lovers has it all. Save 20% when you mention unforgettable at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow Rewards membership until February 28th. Some exclusions apply.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Slow drain being a pain? Call Pinky. That pipe's being a little leaky? Call Pinky. When the toilet won't flush and you're in a rush? Call Pinky. When your shower lost all its spray power? Call Pinky. When your sink's on the blink? Call Pinky. Pinky's Plumbing promises to lick all your plumbing problems quick. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Matthew from Snohomish is. Matthew, are you there?
I am. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Happy New Year. I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Matthew has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
According to the saying, you shouldn't put all of which food in one basket?
All your apples.
No.
All your oranges.
No.
All your corn on the cob.
No!
Yeah.
Which Lord of the Rings character refers to a valuable item as my precious?
Bilbo. Frodo.
No.
Gollum.
Yes.
Gollum.
What female comedian hosted the 2025 Golden Globes?
Oh, that was Nikki Glaser.
Correct. What late singer wrote the Bangles hit song Manic Monday?
Lead singer for the Bengals.
No.
Prince.
Correct. Actors say it's unlucky to mention which Shakespeare play inside a theater.
Shakespeare played Romeo and Juliet.
No.
Macbeth.
Yes. In North America, barcodes typically consist of how many numbers?
Barcodes, North America. 5, 7, 9.
No. Caleb Williams is the quarterback for what NFL team? Yes. Princess Jasmine is a character from which animated film?
Lamb lamb.
Yes. Greek salad typically contains what kind of cheese?
Feta.
Yes.
Right. Feta with feta.
Woo! Matthew, you got 7 correct.
Things felt a little shaky there for a second, but Matt, you recovered well.
Yes, they felt very shaky for a sec. But
Also, our first.
You got all your apples in one basket?
No.
Okay.
You know, I have never heard of that. Maybe somewhere. But that was not the answer I was looking for.
So we've had 2 Matts today.
We've had a Matt and a Matthew.
So maybe Matthias for the 850 beat.
Whoa.
I'm calling out all the Matthiases.
All of you Matthiases out there. All right, Steve, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah!
According to the saying, you shouldn't put all of which food in one basket?
All of your eggs.
Yes.
Well, they're expensive now.
Dude, so expensive. Which Lord of the Rings character refers to a valuable item as my precious?
Gollum.
Correct. What female comedian hosted the 2025 Golden Globes?
Oh, I actually saw some clips that were pretty funny. Nikki Glaser.
Yes.
She roasted some
What
people.
late singer wrote the Bangles hit song Manic Monday?
Joe Burrow.
No.
What was the question?
What late singer wrote the Bangles hit song Manic Monday?
Late singer. I don't know. Johnny Cash?
No.
Freddie Mercury.
No. Actors say it's unlucky to mention which Shakespeare play inside a theater.
Hamlet?
No.
Macbeth?
Yes. In North America, barcodes typically consist of how many numbers?
6.
No.
9.
That's nice, but no.
7?
No. Caleb Williams is the quarterback for what NFL team?
The Bears.
The Bears. Yes. Princess Jasmine is a character in which animated film?
The Genie. Aladdin.
Yes. Greek salad typically contains what kind of cheese?
Feta.
Correct. And with that, Steve, you got 7 correct, which is a tie, 7-7.
Wow, exactly.
Well, good game, Matthew, and Happy New Year.
Yeah, first tie in 2025.
Here we are. Everything's going to be the first of 2025.
Yes, it is. One you both got incorrect. In North America, barcodes typically consist of how many numbers? 12.
Wow.
Yeah. And then poor Matthew thought it was you shouldn't put all of your apples in one basket. But I have never heard that.
I've never heard that saying.
It's always eggs.
Always
right?
eggs.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, congrats on your first tie, Steve.
Some people are texting and asking about, for the Lord of the Rings question, Bilbo and Smeagol, Gollum, both refer to it as their precious. So did he guess?
Did he guess Bilbo?
I think he guessed Bilbo, and then
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Did he get it right?
He got it. Yeah.
He eventually got it right.
Yeah, he eventually got it right.
All right, as long as he got it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I thought it was just Gollum, and then yesterday George said Schmeagol, so I said Gollum and Schmeagol. He goes by 3 names.
Well, no, Smeagol is, it's Gollum. Like before
It's
he
the
became
same thing.
Gollum.
Right.
He was Smeagol.
And who's Bilbo?
Bilbo's another
Baggins.
guy.
Bilbo's another Lord of the Rings character?
Yeah. You don't know Bilbo?
No. What?
Oh, man.
Don't act like you know Bilbo.
Bilbo Baggins. He's the greatest little hobbit of them all.
I genuinely don't know if you're messing with me or not, Steve.
I mean, you're into gnomes, but you're not into a hobbit? Come on, Sarah.
Listen, those movies I cannot sit through.
No, if you want to get a good nap in.
Right? 3.5 hours.
Too much.
Well, congrats on tying.
There's a man named Phil who just shared an incredible story about going from his deathbed to being on Wheel of Fortune. And then his favorite band shared his story.
It's insane.
We're going to chat with Phil after Beastie Boys.
The Daily Migs Show.
There is a man named Phil McManus who was recently on Wheel of Fortune. Phil ended up sharing a story that led to his favorite band, also Danny's favorite band, Blink-182, sharing his story.
Good to see you, Phil. You're trying to accomplish some dreams here, right?
I'm trying to hit the trifecta, which I accomplished last night, actually. See, I was handed a death sentence 2 years ago. I was told, you're pretty much done. I made a bucket list. I said, Blink-182 reunited. So first, I'll go to WrestleMania, then Blink-182, then I'll make it back to Disney. And I've never been to Disneyland, and I actually went last night for the first time. And I'm actually in Michigan now.
So, well, fantastic. I'm glad.
Thank you.
Dude, even hearing it again, I just got goosebumps hearing that story again. And when I was watching the video, and it was Tom DeLonge who shared it, and I'm watching this, and I'm just like, this guy doesn't know it, but he's just become Danny and my best friend. And Danny and I both love Blink-182. I'm a huge wrestling fan, and also we love Disney. Phil, what an incredible story, my man.
Man, what's up, guys? I appreciate you guys for having me on, dude. The whole thing, man, has been like so surreal. Like, I was actually on a plane, and one of my wrestling buddies texted me, and he's like, dude, did you see this? And there was like no Wi-Fi almost all the way through the flight. So I clicked the link, and then I see that, and I'm like, whoa, okay. What? I literally was in a separate seat than my girlfriend. I walked up the aisle in the plane and was like, yo, Tom DeLonge just posted about me, and it ain't about me saying chicken.
Right, because you had a funny answer during your Wheel of Fortune appearance, which also made you go viral. I mean, it's just like one thing after another. But yeah, that must have blown your mind that Tom DeLonge, one of your favorite artists, he saw the video, he records it off of his television and shares it on his Instagram and gives you a shout out.
Bro, it blew my mind because it's weird. I might get emotional here, but like, it's been that for me the past 2.5 years of my life.
Wow.
About 2 years ago, around March, I started getting sick. And they didn't know what was wrong with me. I kept getting misdiagnosis after misdiagnosis. I'd have respiratory infection after respiratory infection until finally they caught me one day in the ER. And in a matter of a week, I gained about 39 pounds. And they were wondering what's going on. So they finally got me tested, and it turned out I was in late-stage heart failure. I had an EF of 12 to 15, which, if you look that up, it's pretty much death sentence. They didn't know what to do. Now, I was 42 years old. I never had any health problems before this, and it was like just a punch in the gut. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. I got put on a bunch of medicine. I got put into cardiac rehab. Like a month, like I believe I was diagnosed on July 24th, which is actually an important date for this story, which we'll get to in a minute. But not even a month later, my mother got sick and died. Oh, gosh. Yeah, man. So and after that, like my then girlfriend, like she couldn't take the stress of me being so sick and all that, and ended up leaving the relationship. So I was left a single dad. Who wasn't able to work, who was waiting on disability or anything to help me at that point, blowing through all my money, whose mother just died, thinking, man, what am I going to do here? Like, I don't know what's up, what's down. And I remember Blink getting back together, and I said, you know what, man? Like, the end of this, if this is going to be the end of me, because my EF was set at 25 is the highest it would go. And a normal ejection fraction is about 55, because what it does is it brings the blood throughout your body and pumps it to your organs. So basically, like my main muscles, everything else in my body, I wasn't getting a lot of blood flow because it was just going to like my kidneys, my liver, and my brain to keep me alive, essentially. So I then was like, all right, man, you know what? I got to get back to WrestleMania because I work in wrestling. I'm a ring announcer. I've been in wrestling for a long time right now. I've done a bunch of cool shows. Like we just did Dream Mania in Florida that same year with Mojo, where we took Triple B, the young boy with Down syndrome, and we put a whole show around him, had Flo Rida wrap him to the ring. Like,
that's amazing.
Wrestling's my passion, man.
You're a part of Blitzkrieg Pro, which for wrestling fans, like independent wrestling fans, well-respected place. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's awesome that you're a part of that.
Yeah, man, that punk rock pro wrestling, man, that's what we're all about, dude. It's you as a wrestling fan, you get it. It's like, I got to get back to Mania 40. Our name was on Cody's belt at WrestleMania 39 for one of the indies he worked in his comeback. I'm like, I got to get to 40. So I'm like, Blink-182 reunion. I got to see Blink. I got to get to WrestleMania. And then Disney World is like my favorite place in the world. And as a single dad, me and my daughter went there more than about 16 times, we'll say. Things were good back then. So I went from being able to do all that to being 4 months behind on rent, running out of money, like having to get on health care, pretty much stuck in a bed and reevaluating my entire existence. Like, what am I going to do? Not thinking I could make it. And then I saw this ad, like, hey, Blink-182 on tour. I'm like, well, you know, there's step one. Then WrestleMania, and I'm like, you know what, step two. And ironically, 2 years later, at July 24th, was when I saw Blink-182, and it was actually the first date with my girlfriend, and I went into remission about a month later.
Wow! The healing power of pop punk.
Right?
Absolutely, dude, right? So it's weird because, like, my journey is still not over. I'm still on meds. I'm still low. Like, I'm still recovering. Wheel of Fortune was going to be the thing to, like, pay off all those debts, but instead it made me the chicken guy. And I'm good with that, too, though.
Dude, so real quick, tell people what happened with you with Wheel of Fortune where you became the chicken guy.
Oh, man. So, all right. So we're at a puzzle. And, I mean, I'd love to say, like, oh, it was the lights. It was the camera, the audience. Man, I work in wrestling, dude. I'm used to people heckling me. So, no, it was none of that. Your voice just stupid sometimes. And it was like the same letter. And it was chestnut. It was chestnuts, chocolates, and the bottom part was like CH, and then a something. And I'm like, oh, chickens, chocolates, chestnuts. And it made no sense. It didn't even fit there. But, I mean, that's what I said.
So what was the right answer? Because I don't even know what the saying is.
It was chimneys, chocolates, chestnuts, and chimneys. Oh. And I mean, George Sakai, Newsweek, Huffington Post, like Daily Mail, People Magazine, The Today Show, like it was covered by all of them. And I'm sitting there going, all right, cool. I'm the chicken guy for the rest of my life now. I'm good with that.
You know what I also thought, Phil? It's a random dumb thing that I thought of when I saw the video, and I thought it was just so funny because like you had this great bucket list of seeing Blink-182, the reunited members and all that, awesome, WrestleMania, and then also going to Disney, and you're sharing this story to Ryan Seacrest on Wheel of Fortune, where some people would say being on Wheel of Fortune is a bucket list, and that wasn't even on your bucket list. You're just like, oh yeah, I have this bucket list. Wheel of Fortune isn't it though, Ryan?
It's weird, man, because honestly, dude, Wheel of Fortune is what manifested me hitting that trifecta and getting that bucket list, like I said, because I was legitimately at home scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, I forget which one I saw, Wheel of Fortune looking for Disney fans, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm bored today. So I won't even lie, I'm from Massachusetts, I lit a joint, and I proceeded to put my tripod up, and I shot what is only called a wrestling-style promo, telling them why I was going to be on Wheel of Fortune, not asking. And after about 20 takes, I'm like, that's the right one. And I sent it, then I deleted it from my phone, and I said, you know what, man? I don't need to see it because I know it's going to work. And literally, like a week later, I got an email back saying, we want to give you an audition. And that's when I had my first audition where they talked to me, did the fake little interview. Like, I'm like, hey, what's going on? I'm Phil, the voice of the faithful for Blitzkrieg Pro, big Disney fan, all that kind of stuff, like get to know you stuff. And then they're like, all right, we're going to have you back for a second one where I played a mock game with like 4 other people. Then had to solve like 16 puzzles in a minute if I could, like as fast as I could. And they're like, we'll get back to you in like 3 to 6 months if you make it, but you probably won't hear from us in a while. 4 hours later, I got an email in Five Below parking lot with my girlfriend and her kid. And they're like, can you be in LA on such and such date? And I'm like, yeah, damn right I can. So I got down there when I had the taping, and I was pretty much the only one who had it happen in such a fast amount of time. Everyone else, it was months, but the producers told me when they saw me and they saw the energy I had and the Disney tattoos, the story, they're like, we have to have you on for this one.
That's incredible.
So,
man.
Phil, as the chicken guy, how much money did you end up taking home when you were on Wheel of Fortune?
I took home $2,000 by getting a puzzle that was handed to me, essentially, because the other 2 failed at it, and I just let the letters fill in until I knew, and your boy was like, hey, sleepwalking. There we go. I can leave with some money in my pocket and a little bit of dignity.
Oh, man. And everyone wants to follow you on Instagram. It's Disney Dad's World. Follow on Instagram to just check out everything that's going on in Phil. And Phil, I hope the good luck continues and great stuff continues to happen your way, because what an incredible story. And I'm just happy that you're in remission.
Hey, thanks so much, man. Every day is a treat, man. That's how it is. I literally lived these years by 3 words: do the thing. It's life's too short, man. I've had money. I've not had money. And I tell you what, the happiest I've been is when I literally just shut off all the questions and lived what I called my McConaughey type lifestyle of all right, all right, all right.
Nice.
Hey, Phil, real quick, too. I know you and me were texting a little bit before this interview, and I just want to let you know that I'm going to send this to the guys at MXPX so they can hear your story, because I know that Mike commented on Tom's post about it, and I know you're a huge MXPX fan, and I just want them to know that you are such an amazing dude.
Oh, dude, that means the world to me, man. I love Mike. I love MXPX, dude. Like, I got 45 tattoos, man. Like, most of them punk bands and stories from The Offspring, Descendants, MXPX, like Blink-182, Rancid. Like, it's just things that I love cover my body, man. It's like, and when I was going through all of this, like, my right sleeve, I kept putting in little pieces of things that happened to me over the last 2 years as a constant reminder that I keep going and I keep making it through.
Well, you are awesome, Phil. Thank you for spreading so much joy with us this morning.
Absolutely, man. Great to talk to you guys.
Take care, my friend.
Take care, Phil. God, he's like East Coast Danny.
Yes.
Seriously,
right?
That's wild.
Yes.
Well, the Seahawks finish off the season with a win, and even though we're not going to the playoffs, some people set off fireworks to celebrate the victory yesterday,
yes, they
Steve. This pissed someone off. So we're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
My wife.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
What is Dax, are you?
Tracking all our cars on Carvana Value Tracker on all our devices? Yes, Kristen, yes, I am.
Well, I've been looking for my phone for...
In Dax's domain, we see all. So we always know what our cars are worth.
All of them?
All of them. Value surge, trucks up 3.9%.
That's a great offer.
I know. Sell?
Sell.
Track your car's value with Carvana Value Tracker today.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck. And what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
The Seahawks finished up the season with a win yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Beating the Rams 30-25, but unfortunately, it was too little too late. We did not make the playoffs, obviously. But in some neighborhoods, Steve Migs, people set off fireworks to celebrate the win.
Puyallup is very popular for this. I mean, not just during the win, every touchdown.
Wow. Is that normally how it is?
Yes, depends. I think it depends on the ambitious nature of whoever it is that has the fireworks. And yesterday, I think they were trying to get rid of all their fireworks. They're like, it's the last game of the year. We don't have the playoffs to worry about. So it was like anytime. And whoever's watching it has a little bit of a... It seems like I must be on more of a delay because the fireworks go off and I'm like, oh, there's about to be a score. And then sure as that, there's touchdown to Jake Bobo. I was like, okay, thanks for letting me know in advance.
Well, the fireworks led to someone making a post, and we're going to have that post read by none other than AI Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Makes sense. Mm-hmm. All right, so this is the post about the fireworks.
Go f yourself, Seahawks fans. Typical Seattle sports fans celebrating mediocrity. Setting off fireworks for what? Winning a pointless game. Shove those bottle rockets up your ass. You beat a team with Jimmy G as their quarterback. Woohoo. Bust out the fireworks. I'm from Texas, where you are either a winner or a loser. That's it.
I didn't know that Arnold Schwarzenegger was from Texas, first of all.
If you're not first, you're last. Have fun not being in the playoffs. 12s.
Very friendly person.
Very happy. There's some people I did see on my ring cam, a lot of people were getting a little frustrated, which I think is hilarious.
Well, based on that post, there are plenty of people that had a response. So let's go straight to the comments.
Yep, we sent that post to our production director, Jason, and said, hey, pick out some of your favorites, the good, the bad, the ugly, and reenact them however you want. Are you ready for the first comment about the man who's mad about fireworks going off after the Seahawks won the game?
Let's hear him.
Jeez, man. Angry much? Maybe you should go outside and touch grass and maybe set off a firework or two. LOL.
Okay. That's some good trolling right there. That's top notch.
Yes.
Finally, someone had the to say it. I'm right there with you. These fans are okay with being okay. Kraken, Sounders, Seahawks, and of course the Mariners. None of them deserve our hard-earned money.
I don't know what Seattle sports fans will do when the Mariners actually, I mean, it's a big if, but when the Mariners win the World Series, because I feel like they are like the punctuator for being a miserable sports fan in
very
Seattle.
True.
Yeah,
very
it's like
true.
It's like blah blah blah, and the effing Mariners. I mean, the Kraken haven't had all that great of a run this year either. So.
We're still new.
Mariners? Or?
No, the Kraken. We're still new. Give it some time.
How much time?
Decades.
I'm sure 30 years ago they said that about the Mariners. And here we are.
I also hate fireworks, but you sound like those dorks on sports radio getting all angry over something stupid like a sport.
Well, that's their job. I mean, you're not wrong, but that's kind of their job.
The show, pardon the interruption, I just call it the yelling show because it's just yelling.
It is funny. Sometimes I'll tune into like sports radio, and like I do enjoy sports conversations, but there are even moments where I'm like, guys,
jack down.
We need to pump the brakes.
Man, you. If you don't like to go back to Texas and choke on a brisket or something, I'm sure you are used to mediocrity. You're probably a Cowboys fan or something. Go Hawks.
Yes, that's right.
Choke on a brisket. All right, we have one more comment.
I'll set off fireworks when we get rid of Gino. Sick of that guy.
It's not Gino's fault.
I'm bummed. I know Mitch was sick today, so we weren't able to talk to Mitch Levy, who does a great podcast, Mitch Unfiltered. And I do love the fact that, like, sometimes he gets worked up. He gets worked up. He's a sports radio guy, but he is a guy who does love Gino. Mm-hmm. And I've seen so many people are like, all right, season's done. Now it's time to get rid of Geno Smith. I'm like, well, what are we going to get in replace of him? Like, I mean, there's not much of a quarterback class when it comes to the draft. And unless the Seahawks trade a bunch of, which I know some people are hoping that they do that, but unless you trade a bunch of like, your upcoming draft picks to get a top draft pick, you're not getting a top quarterback. And I mean, we don't know how any of these other potential, like, like the Justin Fields or those guys.
Sure.
Like, yeah, I mean, maybe they'd be good, but I don't know if anyone would be good with the offensive line that Geno Smith had to deal with this year. It was really bad, and I'd like to see Geno maybe with a good offensive line. Now, will they get a good offensive line? That's the $1 million question.
Then next year will be our year.
It's time for Russell Wilson to come back.
Bring him back? bring back Russ?
I really want to wear my jersey again, guys.
Mr. Unlimited.
Or they just need to get another Wilson and give him number 3.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Get Zach Wilson. That's a guy that people are suggesting. I'm like, so you think Zach Wilson is an upgrade from Geno Smith? I'm not saying Geno's perfect. I mean, there were some questionable picks, but at the end of the day, like, I'd rather see what he can do with a good offensive line than try one of these other, broken quarterbacks to see if they can fix them.
It's not Geno. It's Gene, yes.
Wow.
Steve might walk out of the room, Taryn. I just want to let you know.
Sorry. I just want to punch you in the face for that.
Do it. Last night.
Tempt me.
I like that you even thought it was so bad that you're willing to take a punch for the team.
Right.
We say Gene yes to punching her in the face.
Okay.
Well, last night the Golden Globes took place, and one actor just experienced something for the first time in more than 40 years. So what happened? You're going to hear from her after Van Halen.
The Daily Migs Show. The Daily Migs Show.
We know that for many of you, you're just waking up and getting started with the work week. Maybe this is your first week back in the new year, like it is for us. And sifting through everything in the world of pop culture is very overwhelming right now, Steve.
I was so off the grid, so I'm trying to catch up myself.
So we're here to help out by telling you what's trending.
What's trending on the Daily Migs Show? What's trending? Let's go. Let's go.
The 82nd annual Golden Globes were awarded last night. The Brutalist.
I don't even know what that is, I'll be honest with you.
Amelia Perez.
I don't know who she is, I'll be honest with you. Is it female?
Those were the top winners of the night. I guess The Brutalist won Best Drama. I have not seen this. On the TV side, Shogun won 4 awards, including Best TV Drama.
I've heard of that show. I don't know anything about it.
What about Baby Reindeer?
Well, I only know because Sarah brought it up once and it has nothing to do with Christmas, so I'm out.
That won Best Limited Series. Hacks earned Best TV Comedy.
Wait, limited series? Is that a miniseries?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Demi Moore won Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy for The Substance. And believe it or not, this was actually her first award for acting. So she ended up letting the crowd know this in a very emotional speech, and it was pretty much the highlight of the night.
I've been doing this a long time, like over 45 years, and this is the first time I've ever won anything as an actor. And I'm just so humbled and so grateful. 30 years ago, I had a producer tell me that I was a popcorn actress. And at that time, I made that mean that this wasn't something that I was allowed to have, that I could do movies that were successful, that made a lot of money, but that I couldn't be acknowledged. And I bought in, and I believed that. And so today, I celebrate this as a marker of my wholeness and of the love that is driving me, and for the gift of doing something I love and being reminded that I do belong. Thank you so much.
That's crazy powerful.
First of all, I'm shocked that she's never won anything. I guess I never really paid that much attention to her career, and I didn't even know that was like a term, like a popcorn actor or a popcorn actress. And I know some people are like, I hope she wins an Academy Award, because could you imagine this speech if she wins an Academy Award, if that speech was so powerful?
Oh, yeah.
I also have to be honest, I have no idea what this movie is.
I don't either.
Nope.
No.
The substance? Nope. I mean, I guess it's good.
But we gotta check it out, Steve.
I know Nikki Glaser is being talked a lot about at the Golden Globe Awards because of she just roasted everybody, which is what she does best. Honestly, I think she's at her funniest when she's just making fun of other celebrities. And then here's a couple of highlights of her during the Golden Globes.
Welcome to the 82nd Golden Globes, Ozempic's biggest night. If you're watching on CBS, hello. If you're watching on Paramount Plus, you have 6 days left to cancel your free trial. I mean, even Oscar-winning actor Eddie Redmayne did TV this year. He is nominated for Peacock's The Day of the Jackal. Yes. It's about a top-secret elite sniper that no one can find because he's on Peacock. Wicked, queer, night bitch. These are not just words Ben Affleck yells after he These are some of the...
Okay, hold on. What?
Nominated tonight. And Challengers Girl, oh my God, it was so good. I mean, that movie was more sexually charged than Diddy's credit card. I mean, seriously. Oh, no, I know, I'm sorry. I'm upset too. The after party's not going to be as good this year, but we have to move on. Oh my God.
What was the movie show? The Challengers what?
And Challengers Girl.
Challengers Girl. I don't even know what that is either.
Nikki Glazer's going to be at Emerald Queen Casino on
see that.
February 13th, y'all.
Is that a weekend?
It is a Thursday.
Oh, well,
it's also my
I hope
wedding.
She has a good time.
It's my wedding anniversary, Steve. I think we should all go celebrate my wedding anniversary with Nikki Glazer.
Are we getting Friday off? If so, I'm all about celebrating your wedding anniversary. I'm sure Brad would love the rest of us to join him and you for your wedding anniversary.
I mean, you guys are like family to me.
Okay,
you know?
good.
Rockaholics, we are looking for a brave soul to try to beat Steve. It has not happened yet today, but he has he has won one and tied one.
Yes.
Now we need somebody to beat him. And the number to call is 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL Limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/confluence. That's ATLASSIAN.com/CONFLUENCE.
This podcast is brought to you by Kleenex Lotion Tissues. You can't predict sick days, but with Kleenex Lotion Tissues, you can be better prepared for them while helping keep your skin healthy. Whether it's a surprise sneeze or a stuffy nose, it's always good to have something gentle on hand. Kleenex Lotion Tissues moisturize to help prevent skin irritation while you're battling those unwanted cold and flu symptoms. It's extra care when you need it most. I mean, why not have one less thing to worry about when you're not feeling your best? For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Escape to paradise with a relaxing 6-night stay in the iconic islands of Tahiti and Moorea. Enjoy an all-inclusive nonstop flight to Tahiti from Seattle or Los Angeles on Air Tahiti Nui, the world's most immersive travel experience. From the vibrant cabins to the warm and welcoming crew, you will be transported to Tahiti from the moment you step on board. This dream getaway also includes beautiful accommodations, excursions, daily breakfast, all transfers, and more, starting at just $26.95 per person. Call 1-877-468-2448 to book yours today.
Lovers wants to know, ever forget Valentine's Day in the past? Need to make up for it? Do it and them right this time with the perfect pleasure present from Lovers stores. Whether you're looking for spicy toys, alluring lingerie, or exciting accessories, Lovers has it all. Save 20% when you mention unforgettable at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow Rewards membership until February 28th. Some exclusions apply.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When that pipe starts to trickle and you're in a real pickle, call Pinky. When that burst pipe starts to smell right, call Pinky. When your water heater's shot and it won't get hot, call Pinky. When you get home to a flood, call your best bud. Pinky's Plumbing to the rescue. No job is too big or too small. Pinky's does it all. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Alonzo from Des Moines is. Alonzo, are you there?
Yes.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Alonzo has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Which mythical creature has the top of a woman and the bottom of a fish?
Mermaid.
Correct. Sean McVay is the head coach for what NFL team?
Repeat it again.
Sean McVay is the head coach for what NFL team?
Rams.
Correct. What fast food chain is bringing back their key lime frosted lemonade drink?
McDonald's.
No.
Wendy's.
No.
Pass.
Bruce Banner is better known as what superhero?
The Hulk.
Correct. The text abbreviation AKA stands for what?
Also known as.
Yes. What sports star did Marilyn Monroe marry in 1954?
Mickey Mantle.
No.
Joe DiMaggio.
Correct. What is the highest female singing voice?
Falsetto.
No.
Soprano.
Yes. Who voices Victor Van Dort in Tim Burton's Corpse Bride?
Pass.
Which is the largest gland in the human body?
Pituitary.
No.
Pass.
Alonzo, you got 6 correct.
All right, we can work with this, Alonzo.
Ooh, I would love Steve to lose.
On day 1? Oh, please.
Yes, it'd be perfect. He won. We got a tie. Now we just got to finish the trifecta. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Alonzo.
Whoa.
What am I walking in
Chill,
on?
Taryn, chill.
A little spicy Taryn in the morning.
Yikes. Steve, are you ready? Yes! Which mythical creature has the top of a woman and the bottom of a fish?
Mermaid.
Yes. Sean McVay is the head coach for what NFL team?
The Los Angeles Rams.
You know it. What fast food chain is bringing back their key lime frosted lemonade drink?
key lime frosted lemonade drink?
Sounds wild.
What in the hell? Let's go Wendy's?
No.
Burger King?
No.
Fast food place. Jack in the Box.
No. Bruce Banner is better known as what superhero?
The Incredible Hulk.
Yes. The text abbreviation AKA stands for what?
Also known as?
Correct. What sports star did Marilyn Monroe marry in 1954?
Joe DiMaggio.
Yes. What is the highest female singing voice?
Alto?
No.
Soprano.
Yes. Who voices Victor Van Dort in the Tim Burton's Corpse Bride?
Johnny Depp.
Yes.
I just had to guess.
Which is the largest gland in the human body?
The saliva gland?
No. Maybe yours is.
Pituitary gland? I do drool a
No,
lot.
you do.
The gland of all glands.
No. Steve, you got 7 correct, which is a win.
Let's go.
To say.
End of the day on a big victory.
Oh, so close, Alonzo.
Hey, next time.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Right.
A key lime frosted lemonade drink. What fast food chain is bringing that back?
That sounds like a Sonic drink, but I have no idea.
It's very
That
random.
does sound like a Sonic
Always
drink.
has the wild drinks.
They do. It's not Sonic, though.
And good pretzels.
It's Chick-fil-A.
I was going to guess Chick-fil-A because I just read this morning how people were losing their minds about they made a tweak to their waffle fries.
Oh, yep, I saw that, too. And
Like
people
good or
don't like
bad?
it.
Apparently people don't like it. They think it's too grainy. What? I don't know what's going on. I guess I'll have to go there to find out.
Yeah, get the fries and get the key lime frosted lemonade drink. I'm curious.
You know what's funny? When Sid was pregnant, I had to go. I didn't have to. It's not like she had a gun to my head or anything like that.
You had to. She was
When
pregnant.
she was pregnant, she was craving waffle fries from Chick-fil-A and their lemonade. Just like their
Oh.
basic lemonade. And I was like, no other lemonade would compare. Like I had to go get that lemon. I think it was even like they had like a diet lemonade, like where it was like no calories.
That's so random.
Yeah, it was kind of bonkers, but I'll have to try that.
Yeah. Which is the largest gland in the human body? Anyone?
No idea.
I can't name any except for pituitary.
Your tongue.
No, it's.
Is that a gland? I don't know.
Well,
And if you say it with confidence, I'll say yes, it is.
Well, I was going to say you have a really big tongue. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
that's why you drool a lot.
Nicest thing you've ever said to me.
It's the liver.
Oh.
You guys sounded so disappointed. And no, I didn't know liver was a gland until this question.
I thought it
so-
would be in the title, like the liver gland. Then
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a sneaky gland.
Sorry, it's not Steve. But congrats on beating Alonzo.
You know what? Maybe you did not get what you asked for Christmas, so you can check out some new merch in the Rock Shop at KISW.com and take care of yourself, right, Steve?
I dig the flannels.
We've got 2 different flannels
Yep.
available. There's a Rock pullover hoodie. They can be yours by heading over to KISW.com. I'm sure you have, Steve, snuck into somewhere epic in your days.
The one that pops to mind most recently was Danny and I sneaking into like the main pit at the Metallica concert before they took the stage, and I was like so fired up. I was at at Lumen Field, and I'm thinking we are about to see Metallica up close because we got to see Pantera, which was cool.
Oh yeah,
but it was like we are about to see James Hetfield like no further than like you and I right now. And just before Metallica took the stage. The security people were like, we have to ask you to leave. Even though like we snuck in, but we kind of snuck in with someone who knew somebody. But then once Metallica was about to take the stage, they're like, yeah, you can't stay. You don't have a laminate.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, that was the close. I guess we snuck in to see Pantera up close, though.
Yeah, we did.
That was cool.
Worth it.
Yeah.
So if you've ever snuck into somewhere epic, Rockaholics, give us a call now, 206-803-ROCK. One woman from the Pacific Northwest did. And it led to her getting arrested not 1 time, but 2 times. We're going to tell you all about it after Tom Petty.
The Daily Migs Show.
Rockaholics, have you ever snuck into somewhere epic? Where was that? 206-803-ROCK. We are asking this because there was a woman who was arrested twice in 1 week at SeaTac Airport for allegedly bypassing security,
This blows my mind.
boarding Delta flights without a ticket.
And one of them, like she was going to Hawaii, and she just sat in an occupied seat. I would never. Look, I've done the whole like sit in a seat at a venue when you hope that no one ever shows up, but that's not a plane.
Yeah,
Like you're really putting, you're really hoping luck is going to be on your side that flight is not fully packed.
yeah. And then the second arrest was December 27th. So it was Christmas Eve, and then 3 days later.
She should write a book.
A how-to?
How to get in wherever you want to get in, because I feel like of all places, that might be the hardest place to sneak into is onto a plane, especially since ever since post 9/11. It's not that easy to just like walk up to a gate.
Easy for this woman, apparently. So this leads us to want to ask you about your place you snuck into, Rockaholic. Somewhere epic. Where did you sneak into? 206-803-ROCK. Catherine from Olympia, tell us about your sneaky time.
So when I was 19, what I did was illegal. So thankfully, I wasn't arrested twice. But when I was 19, I moved to Seattle, and I moved into an apartment building right across from the Olympic Sculpture Park in Belltown.
Okay.
And one night, they were having pretty fancy-looking event going on that I could see from the window. And I told my roommate, I want to see what this is. I want to see what's all going on. And so I put on a dress, tried to look the part, and it was pretty hard to sneak into. I had to go through some bushes and like go through the back way, but then I just walked right on in. And it turns out it was this big like fundraiser / gala for like real rich fancy people who donate to like the art museum and such. And they had real fancy catering and they had alcohol. And again, I was 19, but boy, did I partake in that. And no one really thought anything of it. I just acted like I had my rich daddy is here and I'm just mingling around. And I completely got away with hanging out for a couple hours.
The funny thing is, if you refer to somebody as a rich daddy, it could mean one of two things in those kind of situations.
Exactly. You never know.
Catherine, was it fun? Like, did you have a good time?
I did. It was kind of fun for the thrill of what I was doing. And even a decade later, it's an awesome story to tell. So I had a good time.
Now, even though you were faking it until you make it, at any point, did you feel like you were sticking out like a sore thumb? Or did you, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd feel like, man, they're on to me. They're going to be able to figure out that I just don't belong here.
I felt like that for a little bit because everyone was definitely dressed a little fancier, a little bougier, as it were. And I had like a summer sundress on. And so I was like, I might not be dressed for this. But I tried to look presentable, but I was never approached or questioned.
That's awesome.
No one ever seemed suspicious. So it worked out.
I love that. Old man Kenny wants to weigh in on an epic place you snuck. And where was that, Kenny? It was a concert?
It was concert. I'm looking at the ticket stubs. I had time while on hold to go get them. October 15th and 14th, the Rolling Stones played the Kingdom in 1981.
Damn.
I'm not sure what tour that was. Anyways, I had floor tickets with my girlfriend and another couple. Four of us had floor tickets. But I also had friends in the 300 level. So once we got to the floor, I grabbed the other three stubs, went up, and brought my friends down for both shows, probably 6 different friends for one night, 6 the other. This is back. All you had to do was show your ticket.
Yeah.
You were on the floor. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking at the stubs. It's back in the day. They're rainbow-colored Rolling Stones. John Bauer presents.
I love that you still have the ticket stubs. That is awesome, man.
Dude, yeah. I've seen good 300 shows easy.
Nice. I love that.
I know nowadays it's a little bit harder, man. Now in the new world of like scanning tickets on the phone, like you can't do the old, hey, here's a bunch of extra tickets, sneak on down with us.
When the Rolling Stones were in town last year, my cousin snuck me down onto the floor with a wristband.
That's funny.
He somehow slid it off of his wrist and got it onto my wrist, and I got to watch a good chunk of the Stones from the floor. It was awesome.
Because I remember one time, like, there was like one of our shows where like, hey, come on down to the floor. Here's the ticket. And I sent the screenshot of it, but I was like, you got to still fake it till you make it, kind of a thing. I didn't bother to tell them that it was a screenshot, so they thought it was the actual ticket. So they went to scan it to the person, and they're like, yeah, that's not working. And they're like, why not? I got sent to me, and then I get the text that said, did you just send me a screenshot of the ticket? I'm like, yes. I thought that was a given. I didn't know I had to like preface it, but apparently I had to.
Dave in Des Moines, you snuck into a Sonics game?
Yes, ma'am.
And it wasn't just any Sonics game, was it?
No, it was Game 7. I think the year was 1979, and we end up winning over Washington. But I had this beautiful green shirt with a Sonics emblem. It looked official, so I hung out by the bench. Always grabbed a bunch of towels when the game was over. I grabbed a whole pile, followed everybody in, and I got to hang out and party for about an hour until they busted me.
Oh, my gosh.
That is incredible.
Bruce King was right there. I couldn't even get out of the locker room if I wanted to get out of the locker room.
So you were in the locker room after they won the championship, and you're there celebrating with them?
Yeah, and then they had this old man. Well, I shouldn't say old man, but they had the same cop standing at that door I remember him for years. And I snuck right past him, had a bunch of towels, looked official, followed him in, and party on Garth.
Lesson learned.
All you need is towels.
Just play with towels, and you can get wherever you want to get.
As long as you look official, just carry something. Just look the part. You just got to have that confidence.
You just act as if.
I remember when I used to do radio festivals and stuff like that. We get the laminate. Sometimes I would hide it just to see if I could get past everybody. If I just looked like I was walking with intent.
Yeah.
And more often than not, it worked just fine. Granted, I had the confidence of knowing I had the laminate underneath the shirt. But if you walk like you belong, chances are you could get away with it. But that's insane that he was there celebrating with them when they won the championship.
Rockaholics, we know that you are a massive music fan, but do you think that you could name a song after only hearing 1 second from its chorus? Prove that to us, and if you do, you will win tickets to a show Danny is very excited about, the Summer of '99 tour with Creed and Three Doors Down at White River Amphitheater. That is happening on August 14th. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
What is Dax, are you?
Tracking all our cars on Carvana Value Tracker on all our devices? Yes, Kristen, yes, I am.
Well, I've been looking for my phone for...
In Dax's domain, we see all. So we always know what our cars are worth.
All of them?
All of them. Value surge, trucks up 3.9%.
That's a great offer.
I know. Sell?
Sell.
Track your car's value with Carvana Value Tracker today.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
We are back, Rockaholics, and throughout the morning, we have been receiving text messages and calls from you that we've not yet had a chance to chat with you about, but the time has come. We are checking in with the Rockaholics, so please do give a call if you'd like to chime in on something from the show today, or if there's anything on your mind that you'd like to discuss. 206-803-ROCK.
Got this text, just said, good morning, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful break. I was wondering what was the best gift that you received and the best gift that you gave. For me, even though I'm a huge advocate for Android, I had to ask for an iPad because of all the apps for artists and 3D modeling as well. It was the best gift, and the best gift I gave was give picture boxes with 3D printed photos so you could see when the lights are on. They're called lithophanes. Everyone loved them and had so much fun making them. That's cool.
I love a homemade gift, too. That's very thoughtful.
Favorite gift for you?
Oh, I mean, I did get some pretty cool stuff, but I would say my giant jar of barbecue sauce that Brad had to track down for me. It was a barbecue sauce that I had at a wedding over the summer. Okay. And I took a bottle of the sauce home from the catering company and went through it very quickly. And Brad was able to track down the sauce and get me a gigantic bottle.
That's awesome.
I'm so excited. I'll have to bring you a little taster.
I want to try it.
It's like a mustard-based one.
Dude, the one that cracked me up because we talked about it on the show, and I know my wife didn't hear it because she doesn't listen. But the fact that she got it, I thought was hilarious because it was so random. But for Christmas, lots of cool stuff, mostly for Tatum. We got lots of stuff for Tatum. We didn't give each other a lot of gifts, but I opened something up. It was the mini Jerry Cantrell KISW themed guitar that they sell like on one of those websites where it has like the KISW stickers that said rock on it. And I thought that was just so freaking cool.
It's got a very pretty lady on it too.
Which my wife didn't even realize. She just got it because she's like, oh, I know you love Alice in Chains. And it had the KISW logo on there. So it's like those little mini guitars. And then she's like, oh, I didn't realize there was a naked woman on that guitar as well. I'm like, hell yeah.
But Steve's getting older, so he has to use a magnifying glass to look at her.
No, just readers. Just readers. It's like a crazy. The thing I think I got most excited because we made a last minute decision right before Christmas. We're like, I think we got a lot of cool stuff for Tatum, but she loves Paw Patrol. And we didn't have any Paw Patrol stuff. And there was like at Target, they have this Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels tower. It's like a giant tower. It's got like a thing where like you set down one of their vehicles, it loops over and all that. So we got it for her. And that was the best gift of the whole thing. And we got it literally 2 days before Christmas.
Is it like Ryder's Control Tower?
It's a big tower.
Oh my gosh.
It's a big ass tower. And so I had to stay up late night putting it together. And of course, all of the credit goes to Santa. Like still yesterday, she even said, I can't, because she says, instead of saying, I can't believe that Santa got me the Rescue Wheels Paw Patrol tower. I'm like, yeah, I can't believe it either. And then she goes, and I can't believe he put it together for me too.
Those elves are super helpful.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I can't believe it either. He's a real good dude.
Do you know what Santa brought Barrett? Santa brought Barrett a Minions fart blaster.
What is that?
I'm going to have words with Santa because this thing is very annoying. It literally looks like one of the crazy cartoony guns from the Minions movies, and you put fart juice in it, and it shoots like smoke rings, and it smells. But it doesn't smell like bad. One of them is bananas, and the other one is popcorn. But he is fart blasting all over our house now, so I'm going to have some words with Santa.
Well, what did you expect?
I don't know. But Santa, we got to talk about this. 206-803-ROCK. We are checking in with the Rockaholics, and Skip Dog would like to chat about the robots.
Hi, everybody.
What's up, Skip Dog?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So I'm wondering, I love the segues you have in segments, but I'm wondering with the new AI influence you have making the new segues, if you're concerned that you might be on the leading edge of taking jobs away from musicians and helping robots take over the world.
I think we're helping the robots take over the world. Absolutely. We're trying to get in cahoots with them so that way they don't kill us.
We want them to be on our side.
But I don't think, honestly, like I've thought about that, Skip Dog. Like at times, like I have like those, like even though I don't smoke weed, I have these stoner conversations with myself about like AI and all that. And I understand why some people don't like it, like artists. But I think when used in certain ways, I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think that music is going to be a tough one because I think you need to have a soul and you need to have actual emotions to be able to create good music. Like these are jokey, silly things that we put together with AI, but I think at the end of the day, I don't think robots will ever be able to compete with that, in my opinion.
Well, they are jokey and silly, but as a musician, I would be happy to come in and do one of your jingles live or your segues live. Those opportunities are disappearing for exposure.
Skip Dog, what instruments do you play?
All of them. Mostly I'm a singer.
Nice.
I'm a favorite professional Christmas caroler.
Wait, so did you go Christmas caroling during the holidays?
Every year.
How are you received in those situations? I always wonder about that because like I always think it's awesome when carolers show up, which is few and far between. But do you have people like slamming their doors shut on you, or is everybody happy to see you guys?
Well, I sing. Can I name the group I sing for?
Absolutely.
I sing with the Dickens Carolers. I've been doing it for more than 20 years, and the engagements we go to, we're paid to be there. So everyone is usually very appreciative.
That's a good point. If they paid, they better not slam the door shut on you.
That is awesome, though. A professional caroler?
Hell yeah.
I'm all about that. I love the Christmas spirit.
We get a lot of text messages about the Seahawks. People are like, hey, did you hear? Yeah, Ryan Grubb, I guess the offensive coordinator, just got fired. I mean, they're making changes. One day after the game's done, it's like time to reassess.
Business.
Mike McDonald doesn't F around.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Something happened to my family over the vacation, Rockaholics, and it's something that I have just been beaming with pride about for the last several weeks. So what was it? I will tell you all about it at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Well, Steve Migs, you might recall that about a year ago, we embarked on our martial arts journey with Barrett. We signed him up for Little Tigers, Taekwondo.
This has been my favorite. Thank you to all the Rockaholics who have messaged us, even some of our coworkers wishing us a happy anniversary. This is like our 1 year mark. I think one of my favorite story arcs of last year was Barrett and his Taekwondo adventures because he absolutely hated it. You were questioning why, being a parent, first of all, and then questioning, like, why am I taking him to Taekwondo? And you didn't think it was ever going to work out. And now here we are, and he's been dominating.
The day after his last day of school before winter break, they had their big regional belt ceremony, which I'd never been to. It took over like an entire gymnasium at this middle school. And there's kids from all over the area getting their belts. And Barrett earned his senior yellow belt.
Aww. Let's go.
And the best part is, so they kind of go in descending order. So they start with all the black belts, and these people have just been working their lives to get these black belts, and then they go down. So Barrett's like literally one of the last people to get called. And at this point, he is so tuned out. He's not even facing the right direction. He's chewing on his belt. They say his name, Barrett Cash. And he like kind of just stares into space. And Brad and I are taping this on our phones, and we're like, buddy, go. You got to go get your belt.
Well, you know why he didn't go? He was busy talking to some of his lady friends, I bet.
He was sitting next to an adorable blonde girl.
Would you like to see my yellow belt?
So he finally gets up, and he's walking so slow, and then he just starts shuffling as quick as he can, and the whole crowd is like laughing and clapping. It was precious, but yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the attention span.
How was he feeling after the fact? Because I mean, that's overwhelming and it's time consuming, and it probably is kind of boring for him. But like after the fact, now he's got that yellow belt and.
Well, the best part was they do a demonstration afterwards. So all the black belts went out there and put on this like show. So now Barrett's sitting in my lap in the stands watching what could be. If he sticks with it and shows up to class every week, he could be a badass black belt too. So it was very inspiring. And then he asked if we could go get a McFlurry. And I said, of course.
What kind of McFlurry?
He likes the M&M McFlurry. Oh boy.
I'd take that yellow belt away from him.
You don't like M&Ms?
No. They're fine, but not in a flurry. That's a whole other conversation. But it's Oreo or nothing.
See, I'm an Oreo McFlurry girl for sure.
Well, then be a good parent and teach them the right way.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very proud of Barrett, and awesome. he goes to his first new class in the new year is tomorrow, so he gets to wear that new senior yellow belt.
I'll be honest, when you said something huge happened to your family over the holidays, I thought you were going to say that you finally finished a book.
Oh, I did. I finished my book last night.
Right, which I think is taking you longer to finish that book than it took him to get a yellow belt.
It literally also took a year.
It took a year to read that Geddy Lee book.
It took me a year to read my effing life.
Whoa. Would you read like 3 words a night?
Oh my God. It's 507 pages, if you'd like to know. And I was determined to finish it before coming here this morning. So I finished it late last night.
Is that why you were up till like 11 o'clock at night last night?
Well, that was part of it. I mean, I was definitely sad, at the end of the book when it was over. And then I just had anxiety about coming to work today. So, but here we are. We made it.
And you average more than 1 page a day when reading.
Oh my God.
Says the guy who hasn't read a book in probably 5 years. Yeah.
Well, the Seahawks season is sadly over. And just one day after they played their last game, they already fired one of their coaches, Steve. We're going to tell you all about it during the Daily Migs download after Metallica.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And it's so nice to see you, Ryan Castle. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Hey, welcome back.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, some of us never left, but I'm glad you guys had a nice break. Someone's got to keep the lights on here.
Well, we appreciate you, sir.
Yeah. I'm going to check the surveillance footage to see how often you were here in those 2 weeks.
There may have been a few days I didn't make it.
Okay, there we go. Hey, the DMV is brought to you by Palace Law. Seahawks season is done. Finished 10-7. Didn't make the playoffs. But Gino, man, yesterday he got paid quite a bit. He made $6 million just because of all the incentives yesterday, from number of percentage of completions on passes to having 10 wins and a certain amount of yards passing as well. So, I mean, it was a good day for him in that sense.
Do you think when they did that contract, they would assume, if you hit these milestones, we're probably going to the playoffs?
Yes.
And then it didn't happen.
Yeah, I would imagine. But some people were like, are they going to play him? They could save $6 million. I'm like, that's one way to really piss that guy off.
I would be so mad.
That would have been a douche
Absolutely.
move. Yeah.
And the Seahawks are already making moves this morning. They fired offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb after just one single season. Pretty surprising move, I think, considering we've got a new head coach as well. But our offense just was not there this year, and our running game was pretty bad.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to try to rebuild that.
Well, I'm excited for the offseason. But then I guess there's playoff football still to watch.
Yes, there is.
Are you rooting for anybody?
the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, that's right. That's your team.
Awesome.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, or, it's tough because honestly, I love to see a good underdog, and the Lions haven't won in so long, which just goes directly in the face of everything I wanted.
Especially after last night.
Yes, totally. God, boy, that escalated quickly.
What the hell? Hey, as far as weather, we're hitting a high of 48 degrees. It's going to be nice and sunny today with hey, that's the DMD. It's brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the morning 12 pack.
The Daily Migs Show. Daily Migs Show.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/Confluence. That's Atlassian.com/CONFLUENCE.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL Limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
This podcast is brought to you by Kleenex Lotion Tissues. You can't predict sick days, but with Kleenex Lotion Tissues, you can be better prepared for them while helping keep your skin healthy. Whether it's a surprise sneeze or a stuffy nose, it's always good to have something gentle on hand. Kleenex Lotion Tissues moisturize to help prevent skin irritation while you're battling those unwanted cold and flu symptoms. It's extra care when you need it most. I mean, why not have one less thing to worry about when you're not feeling your best? For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Oh, Downy in the rinse change. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.